two may be on a collision course, and there's rumors that it will be done in China if it's made. What does a fight like that mean, DC?
Oh, Ryan, let me tell you something. There are over 1.4 billion people in China. They could put this fight in a stadium over there, and they would sell it out to watch these two women fight. And this version of Xiaonan that we saw last weekend would seem to be the biggest threat to Zhang Weili. We have asked time and time again, who can beat Zhang Weili? Well, it seems like you did not have to go far to find someone that could compete with her, because there was a Chinese woman, just as she is, that has the skills, has the ability, has the experience, and has all those tools that could make for a great fight. But Ryan, this potentially could be the greatest strawweight fight, or in terms of build, that we have ever seen. And I will tell you this. I think there's a China date on the UFC schedule. I don't know exactly when that date is, but I think there's a China date on the UFC schedule. And I can't imagine that it would not include Xiaonan versus Zhang Weili for the strawweight championship of the world. But
I don't know what we're going to do with Yan, where she's going to go, but I'm definitely going to look at China. Yeah.
You could potentially go back to China and do that there. Wow.
I'm looking at that right now.
And,
if they give me the chance, I can definitely fight for the belt. Because when I step in the octagon, my goal is just the championship. So I hope Dana can make this fight happen.
Who do you think would be the bigger favorite for the people in China if you two fought each other?
现在是冠军，肯定是倾向他。就是现在就有很多中国的拳迷说我不行，我想让他们闭嘴。
Because Weili is the current champion, so I think she's got more favor by the Chinese fans. Now there are a lot of Chinese fans critics me, and they don't like me. I cannot share the love from Weili, so I just want to shut them up.
Afterwards, it seemed like a lot of the questions were about you and Zhang Weili, and obviously it was fresh. But since Saturday, do you have any indication as to whether or not the UFC is going to go in this direction, you versus Zhang Weili for the strawweight title, as a result of this victory on Saturday?
我比完赛之后在后台的时候见到大拿外说他想把比赛会安排到中国，我觉得他的意思就是已经可以去挑战冠军，而且希望我跟张伟丽在中国打。
Yeah, I met Dana at the locker room after the fight, and he said, let's do it in China. So if we can make the UFC China event happen, let's pull it out.
Obviously, I don't expect you to know all the logistics and the politics behind this, but do you think that would be possible, given the climate that we're in, that the UFC would be able to hold an event in China like they did a few years ago?
年底应该可以办一场比赛，因为现在国内也已经有很多地方都已经开放了，都已经正常了，我们生活什么的。
Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah, probably some point at the end of this year, because China now is fully open, everything back to normal. So I think, it's possible. Very likely.
I saw in the post-fight press conference you said that you thought that the Chinese fans hated you and that they wanted to see her beat you. Why do you feel that way?
就是张伟丽是冠军嘛，因为大家肯定就是只会看见冠军，看不到底下的人，因为他只能看到成功的第一名，所以说有很多人没看到我的努力，大家就是很多都支持他嘛，就觉得我打不过他，都说我不行，没有重击什么的，所以我这回要证明给他们看，让他们闭嘴。
Yeah, because Weili is the champion. She's the hero of our nation. So a lot of people can only see her, but just cannot see other fighters. So they may just underestimate me, and I just cannot share the love from the fans with Weili because she's a champion. But this time, I just want to show everybody what I can do in the cage and shut everybody up.
Do you get a lot of criticism, feedback from Chinese fans? Do you feel that they're like 100%? Because it could be 50-50. Maybe 50% are in favor of you and 50% in favor of her.
黑我的多，因为大家只会记住第一名，他不会看到后面的人。 他们只会记住第一名，很多都是这样，是正常。
Yeah, I think I have more haters than the people who like me because they only know who is the champion and they don't know they don't want to know about others.
I think that's crazy. I think that's unfair. I don't think you've given them any reason. Do you think you've given them a reason to hate you?
不知道我干了什么，但是他们只能记住第一名，他记不住后面有很多人在努力。
I have no idea. Probably they just want to like the who is the champ and don't want to like others.
What, if any, kind of relationship do you have with Zhang Weili?
还挺好的，见面都会打招呼啊。他比赛我们互相见面来会给加油啊什么的，但是就会有很多人去把这个去就挑拨嘛，就会说啊我怎么看到他，他怎么看待我，就会把这事情给放大。很多就是在媒体上都把这个国内的媒体会把事情放大，会挑拨离间啊什么的。
Yeah, our relationship is good and very healthy. So we talk with each other, and each time before her fight and my fight, we'll say good luck to each other. But you know, some people on the social media, they just want to twist the reality and trying to create some tension and beef in us and amplify that to let the audience feel that we have problems with each other.
How big of a fight do you think this could be in China? Like, how big of an arena, stadium, venue do you think this could, the amount of fans that would be interested in attending a fight of this magnitude, how big could it be?
第一次到上海呀，在那个就是在上海比赛，或者在很大的像奔驰那个中心一样，反正就是很大的体育场吧，而且有很多人支持我们，所有的 MMA 拳迷都会来。有的人也许是支持伟力的，有的人也许是想去看我挨打的，但是他们肯定都会来的。
Yeah, I think the event should be at Mercedes Center in Shanghai, where UFC had their first event in mainland China, which is a big arena. I do believe is going to be a big fight. I think if me and Weili fight, a lot of people will go into there to watch, support Weili and see how she finish it out. So yeah, just I think a lot of people will come.
About that, if the fight is in China, you'll still train in Sacramento for it.
他说在中国训练跟萨克拉门托训练有什么不一样的吗？
不是，如果比赛在中国，你还在萨克拉门托训练吗？
我还会在萨克拉门托，我会一直在这。
Train at Sacramento.
Okay. Well, congratulations. And one last question. Could I ask, how do you think a fight versus you and Zhang would go? What would be your prediction?
肯定是特别振奋人心的，对中国拳迷来说也是一个最好的，因为大家肯定能看着 MMA 在中国的发展有多么的快，而且我相信有很多中国拳迷还是喜欢让我俩打的，还是想看一场的，因为我俩是占据了女子的第一、第二名。
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very exciting fight and will make people in China crazy. I think fans will definitely love this fight because if me and Weili, two girls from China, fight for the gold, we are the number one, number two in the world. We are the best of the best.